Today's video is a shop my stash, get ready with me. I'm bringing you guys along on my shopping my stash, and this video turned into a major Rhonda rambles of all over the place. So I'm going to warn you right now, it's really long and you're probably going to want some coffee, some tea, and hopefully some patience because like I said, woo, your girl went all over the place. We're talking about mean comments, negativity, people pleasing, anxiety, all of that, and it's like I said, it's really long. Anyways guys, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Rhonda, better known as Hot Mess Mama MD, and here we embrace the hot mess. However, I'm struggling a little bit today, embracing it and overanalyzing it, but that's where we're at. Typically I'm running on nothing but a lot of caffeine, and it is a judgment-free zone, so I hope you decide to stick around, subscribe, and become part of the Hot Mess Express. Anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right into shopping my stash, the application process, and a lot of rambling. We are going to start off with primers. I don't know, do I really want to change up the primers? I don't think I do. So I think what I'm going to just go ahead and do is do my regular primers that I typically do. Sorry guys, I'm like balancing on my stool. So primer, I'm going to use, I do a whole bunch of them right now. So the Ciate Linden Watermelon Burst. Then I also use the Good Molecules. And then I always use my Juno & Co. This is the Miracle Cream stuff. I absolutely love this stuff, guys. I know that somebody had said that this peeled or balled up or whatever you want to call it on them. I have not had that issue at all. So I don't know what would have caused that, but I've not fortunately had that issue. Okay, so typically as far as my under eyes go, these are my two go-to products, so I'm going to just go ahead and stick with that. Here's the powder. Like I said, I'm going to grab my Milani. This is the 03 Light, and then this one. I'm also going to be using my Airspun. I'm going to grab this contour palette for sure. I haven't done one of these in a while. I think I'll just go ahead. I feel like I'm getting judged so flippin' hard for my cluttery mess, but you know, whatever. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and go with the Instant Age Rewind. I got the powders. Okay, so here is my blush and highlight drawer. I think for blush, I think I'm gonna do this Alamar one. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to bebop back over here because I've got a couple of things in here that I want to show you guys. I love my Gerard Cosmetics. This is Grace and Sophia. I'm going to probably mix these two. And I may pull from this too. This is another Gerard Cosmetics. Bronzer and blush. Yeah, I'm still in my PJs, guys. So I think I'll mix those, and then I don't think I'm gonna need this. Yeah, like I said, this is all like just random stuff I kind of chuck everywhere. Oh, you know what? I want to use a ColourPop palette. I haven't used this one. I just got a brand new one in my Ipsy. It had been around for a while. It was this one. Do I want this one? Hold on, let's see. Ooh, yeah. That's really pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, I think. And I haven't pulled from this one in a bit. I may pull some colors from here. I haven't used ColourPop in a while, and you guys, it's such a good, affordable brand. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, hot mess. I think that's everything. If not, I don't know. We'll wing it. It's kind of a mess. I mean, like, it's a mess that I know about and I understand it, but like to others, I'm like, I'm getting judged so hard, even though this is a judgment-free zone. Okay, guys, I will catch you guys in the whole application. Still looking like a hot mess, but who cares? We just living our best life over here. Okie dokie. All right, yes, your girl's still in her PJs. Her hair is still up. I'm looking like a hot mess, but hope you don't come here for like a professional application process. I know I didn't pick out everything, guys, because low-key I was getting more and more embarrassed because I was like, I feel the judgy comments. Again, by no means is this shop my stash like me trying to brag. I know I have a lot of makeup. I have purchased pretty much majority of this makeup out of my own pocket. If you guys haven't been with me for a while, you guys just quick little whatever. I used to work in the corporate world. I had a very high stressed job and I was very unhappy with my job. And with that being said, I turned to shopping as like a self-soother, and I was at that job for just under 8 years. So hence the collection. Yeah, anyhow. I've slowed down on the purchasing, guys, so all's good in the world. So I'm gonna just go ahead, and I don't know how much I will talk about each and every single product. I will do my best. Okay, I'm really so awkward and uncomfortable. I probably should have taken some magnesium before I started this, because I'm like, people are so hateful, and I'm a hoarder. Okay, so like if nothing is growing on anything back there, it stays in the collection. Just got judged even harder. Okay, so we're gonna just start off with priming, and I'm gonna try not to talk so much. Okay, so I guess honestly, guys, my whole like paranoia, anxiety-ridden, self-over-explaining, which I'm trying not to be such a people pleaser and over-analyzing and then over-explaining. I'm queen of that. I have got to, sorry guys, I forgot a primer. I do pore filler too. I have to clean as I go. So this is the Good Molecules one. This is actually the silicone-free priming moisturizer. This is amazing, and I know that some of you guys will be like, this is ridiculous, the amount of primers that you put on, but I know that. I am well aware of that. However, what I will say is I also use a very high strength retinol, so you will see like sloughing on my skin, like the retinol doing what it's supposed to do. So I do like to go in with a lot of moisturizing properties. I used to have extremely oily skin, but that has since changed since I've changed up my skincare, which I did do a whole skincare routine, like morning routine video a while back. But I've changed it up and my skin is more normal to now dry, especially with these crazy Kentucky weather. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I put on. I know it's extra, but this is what works for me. May not work for you, but what have you. Anyways, like I started to say, Shadow & Co. Yeah, I'm like totally over explaining and getting in my own head, and I talked about this a little bit on my vlog channel because of getting a rude comment. And I know some people are like, you know, well, you know, when you put yourself on the internet, that's how it is. You have to be open to constructive criticism. And I'm like, sis, that's not constructive criticism. When you have to start it with, I'm not trying to be ugly, sweetie, you're being ugly, you know? And I don't know. I mean, I always now try and say things like, but I always sit there and I have now started to say things like, this is a judgment-free zone, or it's just makeup, it's not that serious, because that was like the last comment was like, oh my god, you were so ugly, that just makes everything look so bad on you. And I'm just like, sweetie, it washes off, you know? Like, first of all, I don't know why you felt the need to leave like the longest paragraph I've ever seen, but hold on, I'm trying to silence everything. Anyways, so it's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't want to be a people pleaser. I don't want to, but at the same time, I want to explain. But at the same time, it just becomes an anxiety-induced exhaustion. So I'm like, you know, and my husband always reminds me, he's like, and my mom, she's like, you enjoy what you do, just keep doing what you do. And I talked about it with my Patreons said the same thing, and I'm like, you know, you guys are right. Like, this is one of those things where I get one, maybe two ridiculous comments, and then I dwell on that, you know. And I think it's just human nature, you know. I think that it's just one of those things where, especially if you are someone who is a known people pleaser, and I don't know, I think it's just my personality. I think it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, I just totally, like right now I'm so rambling and I'm getting in my own head now again. So, oh goodness. Anyways, I'm going in with my Becca Under Eye Corrector just because it gives a nice amount of added moisture to the under eye. The Tatcha is not something that is very overly moisturizing, and by the way, this is still my first one. I use this every day religiously, guys, just to brighten up the under eyes. And most of the time I don't even use concealer. It's kind of like one of those things, I may not even use concealer after I do this, which I probably won't. But anyways, yeah, the whole shopping my stash, normally what I do is I don't take you guys along because, like I said, it's the whole comment. And I feel so bad because, like, Raw Beauty Christy, even when the last one I watched where she did a shop my stash, she did the same thing where she felt like she had to explain, like, look y'all, this is my job, and this is why I have an abundance, and yes, I know it's excessive, and da 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 da. And I'm like, I almost feel like for me, I had to start it off with explaining that because I was so unhappy at my corporate job, you know, that, and honestly, I didn't realize I was doing it at the time. I'm going in with my Gerard Cosmetics pore filler stick, guys, right in this area where I have like ginormous pores. But it was one of those things where I don't think I necessarily at the time, like, I knew I was unhappy, you know, I've talked about it before. I knew I was unhappy there, and it was one of those things where I just was trying to suck it up and get through it. But now looking back and doing these shop my stashes and whatnot, I see the unhappiness. I see the amount of money that I spent. Because like I said, majority of this I bought. Like, yeah, I do get a very minuscule amount of PR, which I am forever grateful for, because it obviously definitely totally helps for me to be able to get content up for you guys. And I mean, I have Patreon. I think I will use some of this Maybelline Age Rewind. And of course, I have our Patreon, which everything that is, like, all donations from the Patreons definitely goes right back into our channel, and they get first dibs on those videos and everything. But it's just one of those things where no matter what, you just can't make people happy, you know? Like, there's gonna be rude comments, even if I sit here and over explain for 10 billion hours the reasoning why I have this amount of makeup. So I just need to let it go. Okay, on to something else. Oh, good heavens. I tell you what, I just want to blend this out because I feel like the warmth of my skin, and then my skin kind of is picking up a little bit extra because I don't use the foundation. So I don't want to have like a heavy amount of concealer because I'm obviously not using a foundation. I've already made this video long. I love how I over explain everything. Okay, so some of you guys have asked, do I still love the Gerard Cosmetics? Did I say it right? Gerard, I guess. What is this even called again? Soft Focus Hydrates and Set Powder. I still love this, guys. Like, look at this. Yeah. I mean, I'm hitting pan. I will definitely repurchase this. I did say that I use the Milani and Fair underneath my eyes, and I'll show you what I do. I feel like this definitely has like a little bit of hydration there, that it does not dry my under eye whatsoever. Sorry you guys can see my light here, but I need it. So I just apply that under here because, like I said, I feel like it just keeps the creepy look away. With that being said, I love the Charlotte Tilbury. Like, I use that forever because, like, Chloe Morello, I think is how you say, she always used that, and it's really pretty. But for my mature under eyes, I can't put the Charlotte Tilbury up under my eyes, especially in the winter time. They're definitely drier because, you guys, as I've said before, I do take a little bit of my retinol up under here, just a smidgen, to, you know, help with the aging process. So it does get extremely dry under there, but I still love this. Now what I do next is I go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is 01. I know you guys, I told you guys a long time ago, I felt like this was a really good dupe for the Kat Von D powder foundation, but I will say this fair shade I like to put like right under here where I do tend to get like a little bit of rosiness. I feel like it's very similar kind of to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless one. It's similar as far as the brightening effect goes. It gives a really nice brightening effect, but it is a little bit more of a fuller coverage, which I do bring it up to my eyelids. I really like it. I really like using that, and I do bring it into the center like so. And then from here, what I do is I go in with my Milani. This is a 03 Natural Light. One of you guys had said this was actually on sale for like $4.95 at Walmart. So definitely make sure to pick it up. As you guys saw in my powder drawer, I stocked up. There was like a 30 or 40% Black Friday. Plus Rakuten had, again, it was like something insane cash back. Are you guys using your Rakuten? I mean, I know I've talked about it for years, but you guys, it is the best ever. And always, if you sign up, which I always have a link down below for you guys, if you sign up, share your referral link with your friends, because when your friends, when they sign up, they get that $10 welcome bonus and you get $25. So yeah, I'm always like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So yeah, like I said, I go through phases where I'm like, oh, I really want to wear foundation, and then I'm like, no, I don't. And I've gone back into that, I don't want to wear foundation, so I'm not gonna. You can't make me. Yeah. That's what I do. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going in with my Gerard Cosmetics contour palette. Look at me, like literally I'm so in my own head. And when I have PMS and getting ready to, I mix this middle shade and this first shade. I get in my own head so hard. Like right now, the anxiety is stupid. I'm like, girl, do you edit out that whole like ramble fest of people pleasing, explanations, over explaining? Isn't that horrible? The worst is when people are like, you put yourself out there, suck it up, buttercup, and I'm like, no. I've talked about it before. Like my uncle always said, as an officer, he was a police officer, and he always said, when you stop feeling, you need to get out of this position. You need to get out of whatever you're in, you know? And I feel like that has stuck with me my entire life, because my degree is in criminal justice, and I wanted to be just like him. I adored him. He since has passed away, but like, it's so crazy because he literally told me that I was probably like maybe 20 years old. Here I am 41, so like decades. That has stuck with me. And you know, when I first started YouTube, I was just like, it's fine. I'll just get thick skin, you know, because that's what they'll say. Like, you need to have thicker skin. And that's where it really stuck with me when my uncle, like, it reminded me, like, he always said, if your skin's so thick you don't feel, you need to stop. Like, this isn't for you. And I thought, you know what? I never want to lose that. I never want to lose empathy, feelings. Like, I think that we get to a point, Airspun, that social media, people just start to feel like you're not a person on that camera. You're just there for entertainment purposes and you don't have feelings. You are like, I don't know, you know? And I feel like the more social media has become insanely like big and popular, and this is what, you know, we are watching versus like actually watching TV shows like we used to, like back in the 90s, you know? There needs to be a Friends. Like, I need a show like Friends again, you know? Anyhow, I'm tangenting. But I feel like when we start turning to creators for, you know, content and everything, people definitely do. Like, and my husband put it so perfect. He was like, some comments that are left, you know, people complaining about what have you. And he's like, you know, it's crazy because these same people that are complaining about free content, they're not complaining to CBS or NBC or what have you when they don't like somebody, you know, something that happens on a TV show. I'm like, you never know. Like, some of these people are so grumpy, they might be. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm doing my ramble again. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't know. In my head, it totally makes sense. But you guys know I've always struggled with articulating. So like the words make it, but sometimes they just make it out like really goofy. So I have to say, this Coty Airspun, I can't go way too much underneath my eyes because it really does dry out my under eyes, but I love the coverage. This particular one that I'm using is the translucent extra coverage, lasts forever and ever. Ooh, hey guys, so if you don't follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all of that, you really should. And TikTok, by the way. So if you guys saw the whole beauty glazed, is it a dupe or just a waste of money that I did, I'll try. Let's be honest, I won't link it up here because I'll forget. It'll be at the end of this video. So anywho, I did the is it a dupe or just a waste of money, and we thought that the palette that I had to have been fake. I'm going in with the ColourPop Dope Taupe pencil. So as I told you guys in that video, okay, that I had gotten the one I was using off Amazon. It came Amazon Prime, 2 days, crazy fast. Disclaimer, I am not a brow boss at all. Anyways, came in like 2 days, what have you. Obviously, as you guys saw, had a major allergic reaction to the shades in there. And it made us start to think that that was a fake. And I was totally with you guys on that. Well, like I said in that video, I had ordered from Beauty Glazed website that same exact mysterious palette, or whatever the name of the palette is. And I was when I did that video, I was telling you guys how I was going and battling it back and forth with the seller on PayPal because it had been well over a month and I still hadn't received anything telling me it had shipped, that it was gonna ship. Like, I felt like he literally took my 10 bucks and that was that. Anywho, long story long, because that's what I do. It arrived. It literally is the exact same. Let me go grab it for you guys, because I was like, I literally thought it was fake. Okay, so you guys love how I crawl around on a stool. So this came from China. It's still in the little plastic thingy. And then right here on the back, which I had pointed out where it was like misspelling and incorrect grammar. Hopefully it's focusing. Same doggone thing. It may even be the exact same code up here, batch code. B73, I'd have to go back in the video and look. But Beauty Glaze DON''T tested in animals. It's not cruelty free either. So that obviously the palette that I got off Amazon, it wasn't fake. It was real. And I guess now they've changed their formula and all of that, which really stinks, because the Perfect palette that I have by Beauty Glaze, I really like that. I really like the shimmers in there. Didn't have any type of reaction at all. No issues. Okay, I give up on the brows. It is what it is. And I just finished it, so it worked out perfect. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty scary, in my opinion. So I was kind of bummed out about it. That the fact that it wasn't fake, because that was my whole thing. I'm like, oh, this is going to show up. I'm going to see it. It's going to show it's fake. Everything, like, it'll totally make sense. It wasn't fake. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Gerard Cosmetics. This is a Starlit palette and Honeymoon palette. And I like to mix these two bronzer shades right here. I got this on Black Friday. They had 51% off, guys. You can't beat it. I love Gerard Cosmetics. Instead of using the blush in here, I am going to pull from the Alamar palette that we got. This was the blush trio in the medium to tan shades. And I think I'm going to just kind of dab these two together. This was in a Boxycharm. And I feel like these got hit or miss reviews, but I honestly really like them. And I'm not, I don't know. I have not had an issue with them. Some people said they don't last, but I really like the Alamar. And then I think what I'm going to do is do a little bit of this pinky one. Ooh, it's really pigmented. Just right here and a little on my nose to give that, like, it's chilly outside, but I'm toasty in here. I make it weird. Okay, so, and then as far as my highlight goes, I am going to mix my Gerard Cosmetics. This is the Grace and Sophia shades. Oh, I made this video so flippin' long, guys. I hope you're still with me. See, here I go. Do you guys, like, right before your periods, do you guys get even more sensitive? Like, look, I'm a Gemini with a Cancer moon. My Scorpio is in rising, so I'm like, I got a lot of water signs. My Venus is in Cancer. That's why I think my husband and I mesh so well, because he's a Virgo. And, you know, Cancers and Virgos go really well together. So, okay, so I'm going to go in with the Sophia shade. This has this really pretty golden undertone, where the Grace has more of like a champagne-y. But I just like to dab a little bit. This Sophia shade is going to be beautiful in the summertime. I know, for sure. So, I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyes. I'm going to probably have to, my camera's about to cut out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start on the eyes real quick. I told you guys I'm going to use the ColourPop palette because your girl loves ColourPop. I'm also going to have to use my C-Color Cosmetics Soft Natural because this is my favorite shade right here to put all over my eyelid to have like a really pretty base. But I have to say, like, ColourPop, I love you. You guys know that I talk quite often about ColourPop's Dope Taupe pencil because I go through phases where I'm like about the pomade, I like the gel, and then I'm like, oh no, I just want to use a pencil. I'm all over the place. Anyways, so I'm like, ooh, like apparently they went on like a PR search, and I'm like, ooh, that would be awesome. I would love to get on ColourPop's, you know, PR list. I mean, why not? Let's throw it out into the universe. I'm going to use this one out of the Dream Street palette, the shade. I love ColourPop, guys. I mean, you can't beat their deals, and they're coming out. Like, granted, everybody, you know, even I give them a hard time about all their releases, but at the same time, I'm like, they're so affordable, you know? And I don't know, I really, really enjoy ColourPop. See, in my head, like, literally, right now, I'm like, you've said too much. You have said too much. You're gonna get hate. I've got to get over it. I am, like, the worst is on the sensitivity scale right before my period. I feel like I'm like, maybe it's just when your hormones go funky. Okay, I think now I'm going to jump over to Through My Eyes, the I Love Sarahi ColourPop collab palette. Like I said, I got this through Ipsy. It was like 12 bucks or something. I think what I want to do is go in with this shade. I played with it a little bit. Kind of similar, the shade, with maybe a little bit more warmth to it. But yeah, anywho, one of the mean comments that I got was talking about how ugly my eye makeup was and how hideous it was and how I am too old to be wearing those shades on my eyes. And I was like, are you serious? like I've told you guys, like I do not follow the rules in makeup because you know why? It washes off. It's not that serious. And I was like mind blown. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that eyeshadow could offend somebody. I mean, who knew, right? I want to go into, oh, what do I, no, I want to do these two shades. Let's go into this one, this Moody shade. But, oh my God. And then I was in that long paragraph of how ugly I am and how hideous I look for applying those kind of shades onto my eyelids. I was continuously told that I should go and watch Tati's video because for me being the age that I am, I should watch someone like Tati so I can learn how to actually apply makeup. And I was just like, what do they say? Who peed in your Cheerios or something? I was like, dang, sis. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, God bless. So yeah, now I'm like, oh, this color is inappropriate for my age. Sit back, enjoy. Here comes the sassy pants. Yeah, no, it was like a reddish shade, but I was just like, honey, it's not that serious. And I was like, well, aren't you just a little ray of sunshine? I was like, fortunately, it's just makeup. It washes off. Can't believe it offended you that bad. And she's like, I have to unsubscribe because I can't even take you serious. How hideous you are. How hideous you look. And I'm like, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing me that favor and unsubscribing because we don't need that kind of negativity here, sis. But then I start thinking like, how miserable of a person or day are you having to literally spend however much time that took you to write that? Like for me, I'm dyslexic, so like, and I'm queen of run-on sentences. So for me to write a paragraph that long, like it's gonna take me some time, which I know isn't the norm for everybody. So I don't know, maybe she whipped that out pretty quick and she's a fast typer. I'm not a fast typer either. So more power to you, I guess. But oh my good heavens, everything was just, it's crazy how, like I said, like in the beginning, how one comment can literally make you question everything. Like everything. I gotta go into this shade. I have to. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. But yeah, I don't know. There are times where I'm like, I couldn't in a million years imagine jumping on anybody's channel and leaving those kind of comments. Like, I feel like you've got to be a really unhappy person to do stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, I got skills that I can apply, in your opinion, my eyeshadow so bad that I've done offended you. Right? I mean, you gotta laugh at it, because if not, like, you also dwell on it, like what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it affected me, obviously. It was mean. Okay, I really, really like that green shade. I'm loving going outside my comfort zone, even if it offends people, like, bye. So I do want to go into mixing these two shades. I'm going to mix those two together and kind of real lightly go over this right here in the crease. Nothing like eccentric. But this is how I'm loving putting a little bit of color, or in this case, a lot of color on my lids. I'm loving it. I think it's so pretty. And like I said, it washes off. I do want to mix those two shades and put them underneath my eye as well. Oh, I got a little bit of green down in here. Oh well. You guys, I am filming this. I probably started to say this. And we have literally, the day I'm filming this, 6 flippin' days until Christmas. That's insane to me. I'm so sad because I ordered ugly sweaters off Amazon. They had like this insane deal where they were like $8 a piece. I'm going to go in with my Benefit Highbrow on my waterline, so hold on a second. I know it freaks people out. So I ordered them on Sunday. They were supposed to be here by Tuesday. It's Thursday when I'm filming it. It's not going to get here till Saturday, and I needed them for Friday. So bummed. I'm going to just go in Hollywood and Vine Velvety Touch Smooth Kohl Pencil. This was in a Boxycharm. Again, I'm not going to make you guys watch this because it freaks people out. I needed to do a little bit more tap, tap, dab, dab with the eyeshadow. This is what I'm always talking about. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on, I'll pop up. When I'm doing videos and I'm talking about like tap, tap, dab, dab, I have to do it through here because my skin, I mean, I'm flipping 41 years old, you know? And if I don't tap, tap, dab, dab, and I try to buff a little, I end up with that like skipping. But oh well. I mean, it's not like god awful, but I see it. So as far as mascara goes, guys, I am gonna prime my lashes with the L'Oreal Voluminous primer. Then I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous, this is in black brown mascara, and then I'm gonna go in with some of the Essence Lash Paradise. I shall fast forward you all through that. Okay, so got all of that on here. I will tell you guys, I apply everything while it's still wet. I have a lot of people ask, like, do you let your primer dry? Some people do. I personally do not. I feel like I get the best benefits and the best payoff when I apply the primer, and while it's still wet, I go in with the black brown. The reason I do the black brown, guys, is I put it on the top and the bottom, and it's because I like to go back in with a black mascara on the top. I may like kind of touch the bottom a little bit with the black, but it helps to kind of, if you use a black brown, to not close the eye off too much. In my opinion, I'm not a makeup artist. Apparently, I am just an offensive hot mess that doesn't know how to apply makeup, needs to watch Tati. So okay. As far as my lips go, oh, I was just telling my husband last night, I would love to get lip filler put in. I had it done well over a year ago, and everything's gone. Like, everything's gone. And I'm like, I miss it. I liked having a little bit fuller of a top lip. My bottom lip I feel like is fine, but my husband's like, please don't. Like, I love your lips too much, which, I mean, it's expensive, so I'm not, but doesn't mean I don't want to. So what I'm gonna do is, you guys know I love Gerard Cosmetics lip liners. I feel like they are the best lip liners, and they have amazing sales, and I always have my 30% off coupon code. It's an affiliate code. There's a link below. That's an affiliate link. So anywho, with that said, to me, these are 100% worth it. They last, I wouldn't say like all day long, but they definitely last longer than a lot of liners that I've tried in the past. My two favorites is, of course, Sugar and Spice, but my new favorite is Share, because I call this the Bougie Gloss by Gerard Cosmetics, okay? And it's actually called, is it on here what it's called? It's their lip gloss in the shade Nude. But I call it the Bougie Gloss because there's a mirror over here, and then there's a light, which I don't know if you can tell it light up because I have my lights on, but it lights up. And even my 13-year-old was like, that is amazing. That's so rich. And I'm like, I don't know. I call it my Bougie Gloss. I even saw Leanne in them on The Real Housewives of Dallas, her applying it, and I'm like, that's Gerard Cosmetics. Okay, anyhow, I'm gonna line my lips with Share. Did I tell you guys that? That's my other favorite lip liner by Gerard Cosmetics. Hold on, let me line. Okay, so I do overline my lips. So I have a little bit fuller of a top lip look, and then I go in with the nude shade on the Bougie Gloss. I'm serious. You guys, Gerard Cosmetics, Jen, you ever see, you guys can see the light. Is that not gorgeous? If you ever think you're going to change the name, I would recommend Bougie Gloss. Because how bougie do you look with a flashlight lip gloss? Because see, like I said, there's a mirror over here, and you can just be like, ooh. That's literally how I saw them doing it on The Real Housewives of Dallas. But see, this is so my favorite. I need to wipe my teeth. too much coffee. But it's so my favorite. It's so pretty on, and the sheer and nude together, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Love it so much. So I am going to finish my face with my watermelon spray by Gerard Cosmetics this Labor Day. Sweet smell of summertime. Okay, guys. This is my look. This is my shop, my stash. This is Rhonda Rambles of straight up 100% sensitivity and paranoia. Oh gosh, if you guys made it through this video, thank you. And if you feel the need that you want to leave a mean comment, can you just do my mental health a favor and just click the thumbs down, which I'll probably still be like, ah. But like for real, you know, let's go into 2020 being a bit more kind to people. Because even though I'm on camera and it's like, you know, looks all fantabulous, girl still has feelings, guys. I don't think you should have to have thick skin to get mean comments, you know? We're all human. Anyways, guys, that is all for today's video. Yeah, I could be all fancy schmancy and bougie and do my hair up and take off my PJs and actually put cute clothes on, but this is me. We're just embracing the hot mess. We're just playing in makeup. It's not that serious. It's fun. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and the Rhonda Rambles and all of that. And shop your stash. And follow me over on Instagram and Twitter and tag me in the looks that you create. If you have these palettes and you created this similar look and it didn't offend you, I would love for you to tag me over there. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And until next time, friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye.